Jessica Mandi is my name. I'm a co-founder and the head of operations in Safi Organics. I'm an environmental enthusiast with a keen interest of zero hunger, climate change, and youth empowerment. I have my hands-on operations and trainings on climate-smart agriculture.
And what exactly inspired you to come up with Safi Organics?
I grew up in a rural area, basically where our community or my family relied purely on farming. So with that, I knew that I wanted to get my family get out of poverty and my community as well in large. So I met with Samuel during my final year in university, and he was also doing research on organic farming and environmental studies. So we combined together to form a company that basically dwells with empowering the smallholder farmers in the rural areas to help them increase their own yield. Safi Organics uses a technology developed and tested together with MIT to decentralize and downsize fertilizer production in village-based units. So the first step is that we collect the agricultural biomass waste, passes through the pyrolysis process, or we rather call it carbonization process. Within 4 hours, we have a biochar ready. So this biochar is which we take together and with a special recipe, which now have the additive nutrients and mix with the biochar to form a carbon negative fertilizer that is basically a fertilizer that is organic, purely organic.
Yeah.
We have 3 products, that is the base of fertilizer and top dressing fertilizer and a soil amender. So all these products aims at restoring the degraded yields, and they act as well as they have a lining agent, so they reduce the soil acidity levels in the soil.
And just on that, to ask, which are the main raw materials that you guys are using to make these fertilizers?
Also, right now we are using the coffee husk and the rice husk. So that is the main raw material that we use. Or let me give you an example of a farmer her name is Mr. Vida.
Yes.
She farms a 2-acre rice farm, and also she has a half-acre farm of tomato. So when we started using our fertilizer on our farm, she used to harvest around 10 to 15 bags in an acreage because her soil was very degraded and the soil acidity levels were very high. So by introducing our product, we were able to restore her soil. Now she is able to harvest around 22 bags in an acreage of rice. So with this kind of increase, which is around about 50%, but most of the farmers with the data we have collected and doing an average is around 30% increase in yields, which is also a result of 50% increase in income. And this is the kind of impact that Safi Organics aims to deliver across the smallholder farmers in Africa.
Just to touch on the market floor, how much does a kilogram go for?
I would say, let's say around 50 kg bag. It retails at 1,500 Kenyan shillings, which is equivalent to $15. So that means that our fertilizer is actually 40% cheaper than the available fertilizers in the market. What we aim to achieve in the next 5 years is that we want also utilize all the resources that is around us. So we aim to producing biodiesel with what we are using as also a byproduct. So we are so much interested, or we are focusing on investing so much on machinery and technology, because that is the only way to go for technology. So that now we can be able to save everything that we got in our system and get the biodiesel. First, I would say that our farmers, I want to bring to your attention that you are the most important people in our community for our economy, and everyone looks up to you to have food on their table every day. So with this and what the changes in the climate and the changes in the environment that is happening, we need to curb, or we need to embrace climate smart agriculture, which includes also organic farming, because this is the only way that we can heal our soil and we get back to what the yield that we used to harvest so much like 20 years ago. So embrace organic farming is a good way. It's a good way for our future and as well for us well and our future generation.